Stealth Army, today is a good day. Welcome back to another video. We got a lot to cover. A lot has been released the past 24 hours and the past 2 or 3 hours. We got a brand new Bedrock beta called 1.18.20.25. I'll be covering that very soon. We also got a brand new preview for the Windows Bedrock version of Minecraft. I recently covered how to download and install it for Xbox. Now we got Windows, so if you guys want to see me make a separate video, sort of a tutorial breaking down how to install for Windows, let me know down below in the comment section. Of course, support the video with a like. It really does help out a lot. And lastly, we got a brand new Java snapshot called 22w06a. It's relatively small, so we'll probably cover that one towards the end of the video. So a lot to discuss. I hope you guys are really hyped for 1.19, the Wild update. I'm seriously hoping we get some of that Warden goodness, some of that deep dark madness very soon. So you guys know this is the #1 spot for everything related to Minecraft. Please consider joining the Stealth Army. Click that subscribe button. I'd love to see you around here. So let's kick it off with the Minecraft beta 1.18.20.25 changelog. And I know some of you guys don't want me to read every single detail, so if you just want a brief summary, we get some changes to villagers in terms of their trades. We also get the parity change for the hunger. So now hunger is the exact same as it is on Java Edition, so that's a major W, a major victory for the Bedrock community. But let's go ahead and discuss the experimental features, starting with frog spawn. So frog spawn is no longer invisible when seen from below. Frogs and turtles can now be tempted vertically. And froglights. Froglight blocks are no longer randomly rotated and have gained new textures. And as you guys can see in this image right here, froglights are rotatable now, so that's just really cool considering it's a brand new light source. It's a really cool looking light source as well. I know a lot of people are already planning some builds around the froglights, so super excited about this brand new block as well as light source. But goat horns. A sound now plays when a horn breaks off a goat. And lastly, an animation is now shown when using goat horn in both first and third person views. So I've been reading a lot of the community's theories in regards to the goat horn, if it's going to be an item that allows you to summon the allay, or possibly an item that allows you to stun the warden for a period of time, maybe 2-3 seconds. Nobody truly knows. As of right now, all you can do is just blow the horn and it just makes that sound, that noise. So it's a relatively useless item, let's be real here. So I'm quite curious what their plans are for the goat horn, considering they postponed the functionality for quite some time, so clearly they got something big planned for this item. So share your theories down below if you haven't already. Now moving on to non-experimental features and bug fixes. Starting with gameplay, we have removed water from the extra block when placing an amethyst cluster. Reverted fix for coral fan pathing. Please note, this revert is temporary change while we consider the feedback given by players and overall gameplay balance. Tweaked hunger depletion rate to better match Java Edition. So it's not identical, but it just looks like it's a lot closer than what it used to be. So I'll demonstrate it on the screen so you guys can notice the differences and changes when it comes to hunger depletion on Java and Bedrock. So hopefully this gameplay helps out. Players can now properly lose hunger when sprinting or swimming. And players lose significantly less hunger when jumping. Lastly, exhaustion rates can now be tweaked in behavior packs. Moving on to mobs, we have fixed an issue where entities were not protected from fire damage by fire resistance effect. Mobs that are riding a boat, for example, can no longer use jump to block goal. So user interface, I made a video last week talking about the brand new UI. Some of you really like it, some of you really don't like it. Either way, it's coming eventually, so I feel like now is the time to give feedback. So this is probably something you definitely want to check out regardless of how you feel about the UI. So they added the resource packs tab in the new create new world screen. So that's now available. I believe last week when I was testing it out, there's a couple things that you just couldn't see. So now the resource packs tab is visible. And crouch sneak state is now reset when players die to avoid getting stuck in crouch state after respawning. So that sounds like a really annoying bug. And then we got some vanilla parity changes for villagers. Fisherman boat trades now change wood type based on villager biome type. Cleric now offers glowstone instead of glowstone dust. That sounds like a really big improvement. Weaponsmith Enchanted Iron Sword trade moved to Novice. And lastly, Armorer Diamond trade moved to Journeyman. So let's take a look at the Java snapshot. That's something that just dropped today as well, called 22w06a. And this is what they have to say. Today we're happy to share Snapshot 22w06a with you. It contains compliance updates to South Korea players and is totally teeming with technical tag tastiness. Happy mining. Changes in 22w06a include, if you're playing in South Korea, we added gameplay timers and notices in compliance with the gaming laws to help remind players to take occasional breaks from gameplay. For more information, please see the FAQ. So this is a very interesting change. Clearly, it just depends on where you live. If you live in Korea, I believe China has some restrictions when it comes to gaming. You guys can, educate me on that. But I've known about like the gaming issues they've had for quite some time, like gaming addictions, and they even have like schools for gaming addictions and therapy for gamers. It's pretty interesting and at the same time, a little odd and peculiar to notice like how certain governments and countries treat gamers. Like I can sort of see it both ways though, because I watched a documentary about people that live in gaming cafes that just stay in gaming cafes and game all day. And I think this was a pretty big issue for quite some time. I'm not sure if it's an issue now, but clearly like certain governments are trying to prevent the youth from getting addicted to games. And I think that's a little odd at the same time, because how does a government determine addiction when it comes to video games? And is playing games for long periods of time actually negative? Like clearly you should be getting up, you should be moving around, but at the same time, gaming can be sort of a therapy. It can be a way for people to remove themselves from, negative situations or situations that would probably get them in trouble. Like maybe if they weren't gaming, they'd be out doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. That is actually probably realistic for a lot of people, a lot of youth, a lot of teenagers out there. I'm hoping this isn't a hot take. I just feel like it's really odd to see restrictions when it comes to video games. Clearly, though, there's like unhealthy amounts of playing games for certain people that probably just all they do is game and game and game. I'm sure there's a lot of documentaries out there. I think I remember watching one on World of Warcraft. So they're probably looking at the extreme uses and just generalizing it for everybody, which is really unfortunate. But feel free to share your thoughts down below when it comes to gaming addiction. I think this is a really interesting topic, especially depending on where you live. This might impact you. For now, we're okay in America, so I'm hoping we don't see anything like this in the near future. At the end of the day, it should be up to the parents, and I think that just makes a lot of sense. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I really appreciate all the support lately. Let me know if you guys want me to cover anything else related to Minecraft preview or the most recent Minecraft update introducing a ton of parity and bug fixes. Click that notification bell sign, squad, and I'll see you all in the next video. So take care, everyone. Peace.
Ha ha ha.